Okay, Coach. Well, with the Ohio River and the hills of Kentucky just to our right, we welcome you into Paul Brown Stadium in Cincinnati, Ohio. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Cincinnati Bengals. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports.
That's it, baby. We gonna work. Wait, that. Wait, put it. Mike 54. Mike 54. Hey, tight. What man?
Here's carry number 1 for Jordan Howard. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. Now on 2nd and 13. Brady. And that's complete. It's Green here. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Hey, that. Green 80. 65. 65.
On first down, they run with Howard. And he works his way forward for about 4 up to the midfield stripe.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Watch the twist. Watch the twist. Hey, check 24. Watch 24. Hey, check 24. Check 24.
From midfield, here's Brady. Gets this to his running back, Jordan Howard. Now Howard stripped. He lost the football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover.
Go. Shadow. 26 Mike. Hey, Haywood. Let's go. 26 Mike. It's our time. Slam. Wait, what do you got?
From the gun on third down, Brady. Flush to his right. Got his man. It's Eifert. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Check back.
On 4th down, it's Howard. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. They run with Howard. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Heavy on the edges. Check 37.
On 2nd down, it's Howard. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
But they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone. On play action, it's Brady. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. On 2nd down now. It's Howard. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
Sean Davis that time on the tackle. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Logan Ryan. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. Now a run on first down is not going to get off the ground as they will get him behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of 3. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 13.
Alert, alert. Left guard defense. Left guard defense. Here we go.
Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Caught by Cobb. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs as we just saw there.
Trying to get the first with Samuels. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down. On 4th down, here comes the Steeler punter Jordan Berry to kick it away. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Steeler football here to begin quarter number 2. They are, however, facing a 4th down situation. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And they'll play keep away from the returner as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Well, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Out of the gun, this is Howard. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a first.
I'm going back to you. I'm going back to you.
From the gun, it's Brady. And that will be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Colquitt on to kick as he sends it away. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And on the first drive, 3 and out. I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
From midfield now, here's Roethlisberger. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Pittsburgh getting 16 yards there and also a first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. On 1st and 10 is Connor. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
Check safety, check safety. Check. Lucky.
From the 27, Roethlisberger. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Carl Lawson able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Well, never takes a start to have a good drive, quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
On 3rd down, Roethlisberger. And the throw there going to be incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration, now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
The Bengals drive about to get going, and things haven't started so well for this side. 2 drives, 2 punts.
So now you've got to start looking not just at play calling, but which guy's going to step forward and say, okay, let's get this thing done. Because within that unit of 11, sometimes one guy can make a big-time play and break through the barrier.
The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Rip right. Check 99.
Keystone travel.
Sean up. You got tight right there. Check.
Hey, Alabama.
On the give, running right is Howard. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
Let's go, boys.
Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend.
Alert! 26 Mike. We want this.
Go.
26 Mike. Here we go.
Hey, go 66.
Throwing on 1st down is Brady. He gets this one to Boyd. That one good for 15, and the Bengals get a 1st down.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7. At the 47-yard line.
26 Mike. What we got?
This is Howard on 2nd down. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. The Steelers now in the nickel here on 3rd down.
61, matchbox, alert!
Running from the gun with Howard. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Now the Steelers use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. Too long for a field goal, too short to punt. That in-between range, and they'll go for it on 4th down.
72.
They'll go for it. It's Brady. And that is caught. He's got his running back downfield. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Jordan Howard, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Bengals have taken the lead. Bullock good on the extra point. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And you have to figure they won't just sit on the football here in the final minute. The way things have gone, they need to try to make something happen offensively.
But maybe they should. Maybe they should sit on it here because of what you just said. They haven't made anything happen offensively. Getting ready to go into the half, give them a chance to take a deep breath, exhale a little bit, and start over. I don't know if this is the time to push it myself.
Yeah, right now, under 100 yards of total offense. Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. The loss of 3 on that first down pass play, now 2nd and 13. Play fake to Connor. Now Roethlisberger. And they get to him with the pressure as Roethlisberger goes down. Carl Lawson in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Needs something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
Yeah, they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the 3rd quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Roethlisberger. That one into the hands of his tailback, Samuels. And they work this well upfield across the 45. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down.
180.
6-man.
Snickers, now spin.
Check girls, check girls. Big Dan, big Dan.
Chopper, chopper.
Check, 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 check.
Black is in.
A quick throw here out to Cobb. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. The slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running sack.
And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but the other team doesn't get it. That's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
Pretty good results here on the first down run as he takes us forward for about 6. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Don't be mad. Don't be mad.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Here's Samuels again. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. 22 yards there, a first down. That was excellent from start to finish, from the blocking to the running, just well executed.
And now let's look ahead, because after that, how about a little play action, maybe a little bootleg, and get the quarterback out on the corner and give him a little run-pass option.
And they're right hammering for the goal line. He loses the football, and the Bengals grab it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Pardon me, you know how often we hear about the red zone, right? From the 20-yard line going in, that's scoring zone, getting points on the board. A lot of teams call from the 10-yard line in the green zone. That's your money zone. He fumbles the ball inside the money zone. You have one job, take care of the ball. That didn't happen.
Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line, 2nd and goal. That's thrown to Smith-Schuster out wide. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
They completed the screen on the perimeter, but boy, that was textbook defense, exactly as you're taught to play against a wide receiver screen, and they snuffed it out for a loss of yardage.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Now Roethlisberger. That is caught. It's Juju for the Steeler touchdown. Juju Smith-Schuster, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Steelers are going to retake the lead. Boswell good with the extra point. And the lead is now 10-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Again, it's Howard. Oh, he's got some breathing room. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Jordan Howard with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Bengals are once again going to retake the lead. Extra point up and good by Bullock. And the lead is now 14-10. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Here's Roethlisberger to throw. And, boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
Maybe a little frustration starting to creep in. The offensive line hasn't done a great job of protecting him in this game, and there he was, hit again as he threw it.
Yeah, another time on his backside, probably starting to get a little frustrated.
Got to keep his composure. Can't let the defense know that they're getting to him.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
I would dare say that these guys would have liked to have given their defense a little bit more rest since they gave up a touchdown their last time out. But alas, my man, that's not going to happen.
Yep, they're going to have to grab those helmets, get right back out there. Taken from just outside the 30. A 46-yard punt, 8 yards on the return. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. The Bengals drive about to get going. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
They'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 39 yards the distance covered on the catch and run. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. And he's got 4 down inside the 20 to the 18.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
They go with Howard again. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 7.
Back now in Cincinnati. It's the Bengals in possession of the football and in possession of the lead as well as we start the 4th. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Shotgun now for Brady. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Javon Hargrave, the D tackle, getting the sack. That's their first time getting to the quarterback, sack number 1. And, you know, they had 5 last week, I'm remembering.
And you have to find a way to slow down the pass rush, not necessarily with just protecting your quarterback, but you show them a lot of different looks, and they did that in the first half. You know, different angles, different things to slow down the speed. They got to him here in the second half. Now they've got to come up with a counter to that and maybe do something different.
And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
218, jump.
On 2nd down, Samuels. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down, then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Roethlisberger. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down. Here's Jordan Berry now as he's on to punt for Pittsburgh. And he puts a little something extra into this one, by far his best of the night. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a 1-score game, and you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
26 Mike, 26 Mike. Hey, pick your game up. Check 15, check alert.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Brady. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4.
Ozzy. Easy. Hey, 66.
Working from the gun, it's Brady. He's got his man, Boyd. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. It's a pickup of 6. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Running with Howard. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down.
Hey, Steve 6. Steve 6.
Watch 54. Watch 54.
Go, Bandit.
Now Brady. He completes it to Boyd. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
The battle in the trenches never more important than right now. This is 3rd and inches. They'll try to run for it with Howard. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. Not at all what they envisioned on 3rd down, 3 yards in the wrong direction. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game.
Let's go.
So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Check 24. Check 24.
They'll throw on 1st down with Roethlisberger. He'll get that one complete to Connor. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. Call it a pickup of 7, and it's a 2nd down. On 2nd down, Samuels. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining.
Set. 230.
Get him. Get him. Get him.
Mike 50. Mike 50. Whirl.
Come on, QB. Come on.
Throwing now is Roethlisberger. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. That would have been a tough catch, but in this 2-minute drill, those are the ones you really hope your guys come up with.
Yeah, you don't want your guy to be able to take the out because it was a tough catch. You needed him to come up with that one because if he does, it alters the perspective of this 2-minute drill, doesn't it?
Back to throw. He's got the 1st down and more past midfield. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 16 yards, a 1st down. That's what they need right now. Get the 1st down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Now it's Roethlisberger. That's complete to Cobb. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. So even with the pass interference, it's a completed pass. They'll go ahead and just take the play instead.
How about the effort? Making the catch despite the pass interference. Nothing else to be gained on the play. No need to take the penalty. The play stands.
They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
57.
Back to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. The Steelers signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds left to go in the game. So the sack, and now a 3rd and long situation for the Steelers and Ben Roethlisberger.
Quarter. 57's right. I'm scared.
He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. What a great sequence by this defense so far. They've given him nowhere to go with the football.
And they just have to make it stand up one more time, because it appears that they've got their number. Can they not have a slip up here and allow the touchdown?
Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down.
Touchdown, defense.
They're going on 4th down. It's Roethlisberger. And that is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Budge off the field with a bitter taste in their mouths after that failed 4th down conversion.
Yeah, there'll be a lot of analysis there on the sidelines. Was it the right call? Was it against the right defense? Should they have even gone for it at all? Will that change what they do going forward in this game? A lot of questions to